project manager of the Stormwater Management Division of Pasco County. He's going to be working on project number 4, a fact-finding report of the Advanced Communication Manual, Seeking to Inform. His objectives this evening are to prepare a report on a situation, event, or a problem of interest to the audience, deliver sufficient factual information in your report so the audience can make valid conclusions or a sound decision. After, he's going to take questions from us so we can participate at the end of the speech. He has 5 to 7 minutes to complete all these objectives. So, Toastmasters, please help me welcome Mauricio Guerrero.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster.
Hi.
Maryland, I gave you a lock. Where was it made?
Made in China.
Oh. Christine, I gave you a shirt. Where was it made?
Made in
Hong
Hong Kong.
Kong. Tom Cessna, I gave you a bear with the American flag. Where was it made?
Made in China.
Our American flag was made in China. We are facing a very difficult situation nowadays. Mr. Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and most welcome guests. We need to change something. We are buying products that are not being made in America. I remember many years ago when I was a very proud person to have an American product. Quality was excellent. Customer service, you were allowed to talk to a human. And prices were affordable. Why they were affordable? Because at that time, we did have jobs. And not only that, we could have the opportunity to have a second job. You could save money. You could save money to buy your house. You could save money to buy your car. Unfortunately, nowadays, those times are gone. And with them, our hopes and our dreams. It is hard to say what I'm going to say, but I have to say it. Sometimes we Americans, we don't care about our fellow Americans. And I'm going to give you an example. There is this American that had a factory. He manufactured gloves. He had 10 employees, and as an average, he was making $100,000 a year profit. 10 families were eating from their work. Then he found out that in China, he could get those gloves for 30% less. So what he did was to lay off 10 Americans, to reduce his business to an office with a computer, and all what he had to do was to place a call to China, to place an order, wait 3 or 4 months for the order to come in, distribute the product to his clients, and make $130,000 a year. He did not care about his American fellow, and that is not right. So, just to give you some factual information of what we are doing with our country. Between 1998 and 2011, our public debt has gone from $5.5 trillion to $14 trillion. That amount cannot just fit in my head. It's just too much money. And last year, 2010, Washington has to manage a deficit of $1.3 trillion. But the question is, who are our lenders? Is my American fellow or foreign countries? Sad to say, 49% of our national debt is with foreign countries. I could also say that we just don't own our country anymore. And we got to do something to change this situation. What happened is very simple. When we buy products made outside of America, factories do not have enough, they don't have a need to produce more. And when there is not that need, they have to lay off people. When we don't have jobs, we don't have income. When we don't have income, the government don't get taxes. When there are no taxes, there is no money to improve our education, to improve our aging transportation system, very old at this time, to invest in innovation. So, fellow Toastmasters, what do we have to do? The answer is very simple. What we have to do is just the opposite of what we are doing now. We have to buy products made in America. If we increase the demand of American products, then factories will be able to expand. People will be hired to do the work. Income for our workers, taxes for our government, money for our local, state, and federal government. We will be able to improve our education. We will be able to improve our transportation system and take care of our environment. So today, fellow Toastmasters, I do encourage you to start buying products made in our home. That's how we really can help our country. That's how we really can belong our country. And I would like to say a sentence that I hear very often. God bless America, but I would like to add something. God bless also the American citizens that helped America. So now we are going to have a session of maybe 1 or 2 minutes to respond to questions. I would like to have your comments. I would like to respond to questions. So if you have questions, please start. Please, Rick.
Mr. Mauricio, I make widgets with my company.